So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, facing comfortably forward. Knees slightly bent, just relaxed. Bring the hips forward so the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders drop down and slightly forward, allowing the arms to come around in front, just out from your body. Breathe in and out through your nose. As you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. We pause. And with the exhalation, the abdomen compresses back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out. We pause again before the next inhalation. Just at first, concentrate on the breath. Try to let all your other thoughts dissipate and just focus on the quality of that breath. Try to feel it go all the way down, all the way back up. Feel the coolness as it enters your nose and the warmth as it exits your nose. And change your focus to your feet. Feel every part of your foot making contact with the ground. Connecting all the way down to the center of the earth. You feel the earth rising up to support you, to merge with you. Just breathe nice and easy, nice and slow. Just comfortably bend over, let your back round. Put your hands between the big toe and the second toe. As you breathe in, come up the inside of the legs, up into the ribs. Breathe out, push down to about the quad. Breathe in, up to embracing the tree. And breathe out, back down. So breathe in as we come up. Breathe out as we go down. Breathe in as we come up. Breathe out as we go down. Tracing the liver. Last one. And just drop the hands to the sides. Bring it around the outside of your leg. Or actually, let's start at the kidneys. Let's come down the outside of the leg till you get to the outside of the knees. Give it a nice rub. Kind of warming up the palms and warming up the outside of the knees. Good, then push down to the ankles, the outside of the ankles, come around the toes, come up the inside. Stop at the inside of your knees, give a nice rub. And come up to the quad, the leg gates. Just rub right in that crease. And come just below the belly button. We'll rub there. And back and forth along the waist. Stimulating the diamond, the belt channel. Good, come up the sides of your ribs. Stimulating especially the liver and spleen. Now let's do some tapping. So start with the kidneys. With open palm, come down to the outside of the knees. Just stay there a little bit longer. And work your way all down to the ankles, outside of the ankles, around the toes, inside the ankles. The inside of the knees, hang there for a moment. On up to the quad with an open fist. Really try to make some vibrations here. Call them the leg gates, areas where the energy flow up from the legs and down from the torso can be stopped or constricted. So we want to make sure to open that up. Good. Tap up the right, down the left 3 times, and then reverse. Good. Again, we're going to just go from the kidneys and wipe all the way down, around the toes, all the way back up. Into the belly button, around to the back. One more time, down, around, up, and around to the back again. Come back down to the knees. Give The area just above the knees, a nice rub. Your fingers are laying over your kneecaps. Heels of the hands are rubbing the area just above the kneecaps. Good. Leaving your hands with the heels of the hands above the kneecaps, fingers on top of the kneecaps. Turn nice, easy circles. Don't lock your knees out when you go all the way back. Just keep them nice and flexible and loose. And reverse. Good, and come to a stop. Now, as you bend at the knees, you're going to allow your hands to go from pointing down to fingers pointing at each other. So we're going to go down, and we're just going to let the hands rub right above the knee there. Good. Bring the feet together, knees together, hands still laying over the tops of the knees. Circle them together in one direction, doesn't matter which. And reverse. Now on this, just below the knees and just a little bit to the side. Tap the general area with a couple of acupressure points there. Now behind the knees. Let's stop tapping and just give that a nice rub. Good. Come on back up. Hands on the hips. Nice hip rotations. So trying not to move the shoulders and the head. Have it all come out of the hips. Doesn't matter which direction. Go around one more time and reverse. Good. Now, almost like you're skating, we're going to do figure eights. So really kind of focus on your elbow. That kind of helps. You may want to go a little wider stance. So you're going to bring your hip forward and to the side. Then you're going to bring it back. Then the opposite hip, forward and back. And then just try to make that into a nice, smooth flow. Almost like you're skating. A nice figure eight. Watching the elbows trace that figure eight makes it easier. One more time, and then we're going to reverse. Good. So now we're going to reverse direction. Should be more like skating backwards. And slow it down. Do a couple of waist circles, so keeping your hands still on the hips. You're going to bend forward at the waist, then lean to the side and back at the waist. Not too far, just to form as big a circle as you can comfortably. Never ever want to experience any pain or discomfort. Bring the motion down to where it just feels fairly comfortable. A mild stretch is fine on some of these, but that's as much as you want. Energy kind of operates like a garden hose. You have tension, the garden hose is crimped, don't get as much water through it. Same idea in Qigong. One more time around, reverse. So by being relaxed, energy flows much more easily. Couple more. And slow down to a stop. Good. Whichever foot you're comfortable on, put most of the weight in the opposite foot. Bring one foot forward so that you're on your toes. And just turn some ankle turns here. Turning the foot at the ankle. And reverse. Good, and let's switch sides. So first get all your weight on that leg, and then turn ankle circles with the opposite leg. And reverse. Good. Let's open up the ankle gates and the wrist gates. A little tricky. If you want, you can hold on to something with one side and then you'll switch. So you're going to bring the foot up, all the weight in the opposite leg. You're going to turn circles with the ankle while you turn circles with the wrists. And reverse. And switch legs. Find that focal point about 12 feet in front of you or a point on a wall and just kind of stare at that. That really helps maintain your focus, helps maintain your balance. And reverse. Good. Stepping over a rock. The idea here is we really want to open up the quad when we're doing this. So we're going to put all the weight in one leg. We're going to lift the knee. Then keeping the hips forward, we're going to bring the leg back and then down. So that really opens up your quad. Then you're going to lift it up, and back down. It's like lifting. Imagine there's a big stone on either side of you. And so you got to lift, go over it, down. Lift, come over it, down. Just slowly switch each side. Try not to do it quickly. You can time it with your breath, synchronize it with your breath, or just breathe naturally and just try to maintain your balance and not move too fast. One more time each side. Good. Go ahead and tap in the quad again here. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit more. Come around now to the top of the glute muscle. Now all along that little ropey part, tap with an open fist, making some nice vibrations there. You want to stay on either side of the spine and just before the hip bone. You don't want to do this on any bone. You want to stay on the muscle. Good. Come back to the quad. All right, come back around to the lower back with the back of your hands using your knuckles. Come up and down either side of the spine. Good. Let's do a little posture called cooling the liver. So with your left hand, come across the body, make contact with the body, then lift and across, push it down into the earth. And we switch hands. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. Breathe in, calm down, breathe out. One more time each side. Good. Feet about shoulder width apart. Just start turning from the hips and waist, knocking on the door of life. Let the momentum carry the forearms up into the body. Try to keep the knees and hips facing fairly forward. So this is all out of the waist. Look over the shoulder. Get a little further around each time. Become very aware of each vertebra turning in place. Starting all the way down at the lower spine, working all the way up into your neck. Slow it down. Go into water waves where the hands are just going to move through the air in front of you. Slowing it down, coming back to the center. Bring the feet shoulder width apart, palms up as you bring the energy up into the chest, and then push it back down as we breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bending the knees as you go down, straightening up but not locking them out as you come back up. Good, one more time. Bring it up to the chest. And now we're going to go forward, like you're inflating a balloon and then deflating a balloon. Still with the knees going up and down. Breathe in as you go out. Breathe out as you come in. Try to feel the energy between your body and your hands. One more time. Good. Now you're going to come in and you're going to go to the sides. So now the balloon expands outward to the sides and then you're compressing it. Keep the hands relaxed, the fingers relaxed. Try to really feel that energy. One more time, and then we're going to go up. So we're going to come back to the center, and then we're going to expand upward and down. All three parts of presenting the pestle from the Qigong Jing. One more time. Back up. Palms facing each other. Lean to the left. Feel a stretch all down the right side of your body. Come back to center. Lean to the right. Focus on the stretch all along the left side of the body. Back to center. Twist to the left. Hold it. Back to center. And twist to the right and hold it. Back to center. Let the arms float down. Now let's put it all into motion, bending and twisting like bamboo. So we breathe in, arms float up. Pause. Breathe out, lean to the left. Pause. Back to center. Breathe out, lean to the right. Breathe in as you come back to center. Breathe out as you turn to the left. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out as you turn to the right. Back to center and down. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. 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 One more time on your own. And down. Take the arms, just pinwheel them around. Not too fast. Just get some movement. Let the hands relax, the fingers relax. And reverse. Opening the chest as you come up with back on this one. One more time. Around the front. Take your right hand, I'm going to mirror you. Come on over to the side of your body, to the rib cage. The left hand comes on to the arm just above the elbow. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Called the triple warmer spleen hug. So as you breathe in, kind of just lean into it and give yourself a little firmer hug. As you breathe out, relax. Good, one more time. Excellent. Drop it down. Let's try the male deer. Deer is the animal for the spring. So you're going to step out with your right foot, toes off the ground on the heel, weight on the back leg. Opposite arms. We start first with deer hoofs, which are the fingers straight down. We bring them around to the side, to the left. At this point, we bring in the two middle fingers, hold them with the thumb. That's now our deer antlers. We bring them over the head as we flatten the front foot, put our weight on the front foot. The right hand moves behind us, the left hand is above the head. Turn and twist. Then we come spinning back around. Bring it in. Step out with the opposite foot. Same thing. Gonna come around and twist. Sorry, I'm not getting it today. We're gonna skip this one. Sorry about that. We all have our off days. Let's do something simple. Let's do just holding up the heavens. So we're going to breathe in, intertwine the fingers, rolling up slightly behind it as we follow with our eyes. Then hold your breath, look forward. Breathe out as you sweep down. So we breathe in. Hold your breath, look forward. Breathe out. One more time. Good. 9 ghosts drawing swords. Another great one for the side of the body, which makes it a good liver exercise. We're going to take our left hand, put it behind us, palm out, right over the Ming Men point, which is opposite the lower dantian. We're then going to take our right hand, and we're going to support the head at the base of the skull, holding onto it there. So half of your hand is on your neck, half the hand is on the skull. We're going to bring the elbow up and back as we follow it with our eyes. We're then going to come down and across the body as low as comfortable. So we breathe in as we come up. Pause. Breathe out as we come down and across. Focusing on the liver, as the liver is associated with the wood element, which is also associated with the springtime. One more time. And then as you come up, switch hands. Get yourself set. And then elbow up and back. And then elbow down and across. One more time. Come up. Bring the arms down. Come down, bending at the knees. Scoop the energy up. Bring it up the midline of the body, up to the upper part of the chest. As we breathe in and breathe out as we send whatever energy we no longer need back to the earth. So we bring it up and bring it down. Breathe in And breathe out. This is the fountain for the kidney meridian. One more time. And down. Let's kind of do a little bit of clearing here. Step out to a little wider stance. Another good one for the liver or shivers. So we do a nice stance. We're going to bend down. So we're going to bring our arms up and just kind of tense everything as it comes up. As you're breathing in, feel that tension building. Just kind of hold it here, let the tension build. And then when it feels like it's ready to release, just and then breathe in, come up, build the tension, and then just shake it out. One more time. Good. Bring the arms around into a complete hug so you're grabbing back as far as you can. Then bring them out, open the chest. Then alternate. So whatever hand was on top, then goes to the bottom and back and forth very slowly with the breath. So we breathe in, breathe out. One more time each side. Good. Bring your feet as close together as comfortable so the knees basically touch. Hands together in prayer position. Push the hips in one direction while the hands go the opposite direction. So the knees are also going the opposite direction, fingertips pointing towards the ceiling. Then we come straight to the center and we go back to the opposite side. Breathing out as you push, breathe in as it comes back in. Now look to the opposite side the hands are being pushed to, or the side that the hips are being pushed to. Feel a little stretch in the neck here as well. Variation of swimming dragon. One more time each side. Come back to center. Feet back to shoulder width apart. Bring down the heavens. Gather the energy as you breathe in. Pause, breathe out as you push the energy down through the top of your head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. One more time. This time, come up the same way, but let the palms come together. Pushing the palms down, sink down, let the elbows rise up. One more time. And down. Let the hands come up and float back down. Really, it's controlled more by the wrists. Let the weight go into your heels as the arms, so the wrists come up, and then into the toes as they go down. Try to feel some resistance on the back of the fingers as they rise and the tips of the fingers as they sink. Feel the area of the palm vibrating with the energy, fingers. One more time. And down. With your left hand, turn palm to the side, push to the side. And as that comes back to the hip, palm up, right hand pushes to the side. Breathe into the center, breathe out as you push to the side. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time each side. Come back to center. Drop the hands down. Turn the thumbs so they're back, up and back. Look to one side. Then as you look to the opposite side, roll the entire arm, thumbs down and back. One more time each side. Come back to center. Shake it out. Bring the feet as close together as comfortable. Right hand below the lower dantian, palm up. Left hand scoops out, thumb and first finger separate. Thumb points towards the midline of the body. As you breathe out, it drifts down the body till it gets down to the lower dantian, and we switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. The opening between the thumb and the first finger is called the tiger's mouth. As that hand floats down, see if you can feel the energy coming out of that tiger's mouth, out of that gap. One more time each side. Bring them down. Bring the right hand behind you, palm out. Left hand scooping up the energy, and then palm out in front of your forehead. And it pushes upward, rotates over, pushes down, and it switches. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time each side. Bone marrow cleansing. Bring both hands around in front. Bring your feet together. Just feel the energy moving through the body and let your body relax, rock and sway. As the energy moves you, as it travels through you, lighting every part of your body. And then expanding outward. So you become like a beacon in the night. Let that energy encase you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath and gather those feelings, those energies, and take them with you for the rest of the day.